The Spurs did it. They won 115 to 111 in the third game of the NBA Finals. The Knicks are still 2-1, but the Spurs kept their season alive with taking this dub, which they avoided going down 0-3 against the Knicks. And this game was very much needed win. They needed this win. And Wemby definitely delivered. And the Knicks, like, bro, this is so much pressure going into game 4 with the Spurs. Their energy is gonna go up. They momentum, their hype, their everything's gonna go up. Coaching gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to figure it out because this game's gonna be one of the game 4. It's gonna be one of the games where we're gonna see. It might go to 5, and I have 6. But this was a much needed win by the Spurs, and it was a great game overall from my perspective. And Wemby definitely delivered. Bro, average, he had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 blocks. Wemby numbers, he had shot 60%, 11 from 18 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 50%, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 88%. Wemby wasn't just scoring though. His impact was all over the place. He was scoring, playmaking, rebounding, and he was rim protector. But that's what you expect from him. If he didn't do that, then what is we doing? And his performances, we need that consistently. If the Spurs were to come back and take it to game 7, or even cut it to 6, because they'll have to get 3 straight wins. Is that right? Yeah. Take it to 6. Win game 4. 2-2. Win game 5. 3-2. Win game 6. 4-2. We don't know. But if Wemby scores like this and dude does everything on the sheet to win, then they might win. 32 points and 3 blocks. Also, Stephon Castle, 23, 5 and 5. Pretty nice. Stephon Castle was the X factor. He definitely was the X factor of this game. Everybody was expecting Wemby to just show out, but Castle did. Harper, he had 13, 9, and 4. That's the real X factor. That's the real off the bench, by the way. Keldon Johnson also. Devin Vassell, 11 and 4. 3 or 4 from 3. And the veteran in De'Aaron Fox having 12 and 8. 8 assists. 2 blocks. And for the Knicks side, Jalen Brunson, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers come from good defense on Spurs' hand, which they had, Stephon Castle was on him all game. And Stephon Castle, we know he guarded Shea in the other finals, in the other conference final game, and his defense is impeccable, bro. He's going to be good for a very long time. I swear he's going to be good for a very long time. 5 turnovers. He had them clapped up. And it wasn't just Castle. It was a team effort. It was everybody. 11 for 25, 44%. 3 of 5. 7 to 8 from the free throw line. Wemby. Now, this guy here. OG Anunoby. Bro is the Knicks X Factor. Some people don't know about him. He's very underrated. Bro had 28, 5, and 3 blocks. Like I told somebody the other day, I said, watch out for OG Anunoby. Before the series did even started, I told him, watch out for OG Anunoby. And guess what happened? 28. Bro told me don't worry about OG. I said, worry about OG Anunoby. Because bro's impact is impeccable, bro. 28, 5, and 3. That's incredible. Gosh, the heart of the Knicks. Bro's the player that you wouldn't even think about. Bro, you would leave him open and he'll drop 25 on y'all on a given night if he wants to. 7 for 3. 60% from the inside. Well, 60% from the field. 16, 9, and 5. Anthony Towns didn't look too good this game. Still having 11 and 5. It's 11 and 8. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So 40% from the field. Now this guy here, Mikal Bridges, bro, just disappeared. 1 of 5, 0 of 3, 2 points, 5 rebounds. That's it. I don't know if it was the defense or him, but from what I was watching, it's shots that he usually make that he was missing. So I'll say it was 50-50. But really, I'll give him, 60 him, 40 defense. So he has to lock in the next couple games for the Knicks to potentially put the game away, put the season away, the series away for the Spurs. Wemby scored 32 points and carried the Spurs to a game 3 win, which was a well-needed game. They needed the game like a lot. Yes, you have Castle, Fox, Harper, Vassell, Keldon, all those guys, but if Wemby doesn't do good, then there's nothing to talk about for the Spurs, bro. Wemby was great the last night. Wemby was the greatest guy on the court last night. He was all over the place the last night. He was everywhere. I told his stats earlier, bro. He was everywhere. Brunson played great. Brunson scored 32. He took 25 shots, but he only made 11 out of 25. That's not good. And he had 5 turnovers. So Brunson has to figure out a way to get his teammates more involved. Yes, Brunson, you are the scorer, but you have to figure out a way to get your teammates involved. Because Mikal Bridges can do better if he had open looks that he can get. It's like you got OG. OG from the corner is elite, bro. You got Cat and Jalen Brunson pick and roll game is crazy. Like this, like Draymond and Curry, Kobe and Shaq, bro. Jalen Brunson and Cat pick and roll game, but game 4 is gonna be a good game. Honestly, game 4 is gonna be a good one. And then you have, of course, the top performers were Jalen Brunson and Wemby, but Wemby outperformed Brunson. But yes, they both scored 32, but he still outplayed them. They won. Is Wemby already the best player in this series? Is Wemby the best player in this series? Think to yourself, is Wemby the best player in this series, bro? Because I feel if he played like he played tonight, I say Wemby. I say Wemby is the best player in this series. If he plays like he played last night, every night, 32, what he say? What I say? 32, 8, and 6 with 3 blocks, shooting 60%. And I think he shot 50% from 3. If he played like he played last night, he's the best player in the series. Wemby is a one-of-one player. You've never seen a player like Wemby. Never ever seen a player like Wemby. Wemby is a one-on-one guy. We call him alien for a reason. You can't compare him to nobody. There never been a person that did what Wemby do. Wemby's that guy, bro. And another thing is, can the Knicks survive another Mikal Bridges performance like this one? Bro was Casper the Ghost in the freaking finals when we needed him the most. When they needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found. They spent all this money. They spent all these draft picks, got all these draft picks for you just to have 2 points in the finals. 1 of 5, 0 of 3. That was probably the biggest hidden reason why the Knicks lost. I know probably somebody somewhere saying get rid of him, let him go, and all this stuff. But Mikal Bridges is the only reliable, consistently 82 game player on that team. That's one reason why he's still on the team. And it's game 4, the biggest game of Wemby's career so far. It's game 4, the biggest game of Wemby's career so far. Game 3 was one of his biggest games so far. But we'll get the next game tomorrow night. Will be a big testament of if Wemby is going to be a future GOAT or not. They call me a casual, but I really know ball. Everybody's going to talk about Wemby's 32, but the real story is Stephon Castle's 23, Mikal Bridges 2, and the Spurs finally getting enough help around their superstar. The finals are officially alive. Peace.